Hi guys, my name is Bearfoot and welcome to my channel. Now, as you can probably hear today, I sound a little bit like a ghost, but I'm keeping it real because Mark Zuckerberg has just made some changes to Facebook and everybody in my newsfeed seems to be freaking out. So, I'm going to talk you through what I'm going to do about it.
I'm Sam Bearfoot. Welcome to my channel where I'll show you how to make visibility effortless.
So Facebook are making some changes, and those changes mean that if you're running a business on Facebook, it's going to be harder for your posts to be seen organically on Facebook in the news feed. So ultimately it means you're going to have to put some money behind your posts if you want them seen to the greater audience, or you're going to have to change your strategy. So as you've probably heard, if you have not listened to any of the stuff that I've put out, I am a huge Instagram lover. Now, I've been saying for the last year to pretty much everyone that I work with that if you're not on the Instagram bus like now, you're going to miss it. Now, for those of you that were around when Facebook launched the business pages and they kind of went like boom, you know, they went really huge. If people really figured that stuff out at that point, they now have a really thriving Facebook page. But if you start out now, if you're starting out right now, to start a Facebook page now is so incredibly hard. I'm not a huge fan of Facebook anyway, but I think we're in that kind of phase over on Instagram. It still is a growing platform. It still is relatively untouched. It still is something that a lot of people don't understand, they don't get, and they're not utilising for their business. And with all of that stuff in mind, this is why you should be considering looking at Instagram to move your business over there and start using other platforms. And if it's not Instagram, have a look at other stuff. You know, over the course of like 10 years that I've been working for myself, I've utilised a ton of different platforms. I used to really rock out Twitter in my podcasting days and I loved it. But when I changed over into this business now, I had to move and I had to migrate and progress with my business. And I knew at that point that Instagram was going to be my thing. But in between that transition, I really kind of dug deep and got into the whole Facebook groups thing. I made a ton of money from that. Until my Instagram really took off, and now, you know, that's what I do. That's where the majority of my leads come from. Everything that I do really is surrounded or at least accompanied by Instagram, and I love that. And I think for us as marketers and us as business owners, we need to sort of think about it and say, okay, Facebook have made some changes. That's no real shock, you know, that is what they do. And for those of you that aren't prepared to mould and change and evolve around those different platforms, those are the people that are going to get left behind. So my thing, and this is like a really short episode because as you can tell I sound like just awful. My thing is, you know, when platforms change, when they disappear, when they stop you doing X, Y or Z, it's your job as a business owner to evolve and move yourself into a position that you can continue with your business. It's why some of the really successful people in business say it's essential for you to list build, because ultimately you own your list. You don't own Facebook, you don't own Instagram, you don't own YouTube. So if you're one of these people having a complete meltdown, the fact that Zuckerberg has decided to change something on his platform that he's worked really hard for, have a little think about what you're doing, what you're saying, and the mentality that you have. It's his platform, he can do what he likes with it, but it's your business and you can do what you like with that as well. So I would encourage you definitely to have a look at other places. There are plenty of other ways for you to get visible in your business, for you to get traffic to your business that don't involve Facebook. Honestly, I stepped away from Facebook in a big way back in June 2017, and it has been the best thing that I've ever done. So if you're having a little mini meltdown that the newsfeed on Facebook is about to change, have a think about where else you can go. And if you need help on Instagram, I have the perfect launch checklist for you. The link is below. I'm talking you through all the major issues that people get wrong when they first start out, because I want you guys to thrive over there. And it really is like, if you don't catch this bus pretty soon, you are going to miss it, and it's going to become incredibly hard for you guys to get all involved with that, because Zuckerberg owns that as well. So the more he gets involved over there, the harder it's going to be. I know it is. The harder it's going to be for you guys to build. So I am literally going to leave this episode at that today, because I really do feel like I'm about to die. But I am back every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Please do let me know what your plans are with the whole Zuckerberg Facebook newsfeed change, whatever. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the cheeky little bell thing, and I'll see you next week, and hopefully I won't sound and look like this. Just a quick FYI, I actually dropped my video editor this morning a message to say that I wasn't going to do something this week because I look and sound terrible, and he was like, do you know what, Sam, just do something quick, show them, you know, it's not all glitz and glamour, just, you know, it'd be funny, he said.